Hey everybody, welcome back to another retro review. Today we are looking at two figures from the 30th anniversary coin line, and they are concept figures. I thought these would pair nicely to do in a video together rather than separate. Since I have so many action figures I need to get through, I didn't figure that it was going to hurt to group these guys together because it made sense in my brain. So on the left here we have Luke Skywalker. This is the concept Luke Skywalker, and then on the right we have the Starkiller hero. So if I am correct in this, and it might say it on the back, but I'm not going to flip it around right now, I believe that Starkiller Hero was the very original concept for what would be considered like a Luke Skywalker just hero. And this Starkiller Hero is actually female. You can see on the little concept drawing here, and this action figure is just inspired based on the concept. And then later on, when they narrowed down that they weren't going to use Starkiller as a last name, he became Luke Skywalker. Eventually, at one point before that, he was Luke Starkiller, but they kind of changed it up. Anyway, so this is a concept version of Luke Skywalker with a very interesting looking mask. And I definitely have one of these figures, and I thought that I had that one, but I don't. And this one, you can tell his lightsaber fell off, and I definitely did want that one. As you can tell, the bubbles are slightly yellowed from age. They're not very bright, so we might as well go ahead and open them. I do have some coined figures up on my wall, several of them. Oh, I do have a Starkiller hero on my wall. That's why it's so familiar. So let's go ahead. We're going to open these guys up. We're also going to put the coins in my coin album. Okay, so here is our coin. This one is the Luke Skywalker McCory concept. And then we have Luke Skywalker McCory concept. So really interesting that one of them is considered Starkiller hero, but they both say Luke Skywalker. Really cool, though, overall. And these concept ones don't have... well, that one does. 37. So this one just says CIV for the number, and it's got that Star Wars Celebration backing. So this is like a special edition coin, and this is one that would really fit in the coin album because it is numbered. So they are different. So here is my original coin album that my mom got for me at Ross with the Darth Vader pack, and I've collected all these coins over the years, and I've never done really any special hunting. These have just appeared to me back when they were in retail, and then obviously secondhand now as we're doing things. So I've kind of just made it like this thing that I do. You know, I'm not really seeking to necessarily finish the book. I hope to, but I'm not actively pursuing it. And so number 37 right here, this Luke Skywalker goes in that slot, and it's so satisfying. I haven't added a coin to one of these slots in years. Past that hidden page, this is just the like non-numbered, so you can put like lots of special edition coins, which I have a few. There are some that are not in the numerical order, so this coin is just going to fall right into place with those. All right, checking out the figures now, and I'm met with immediate disappointment to find that both of them are those type of Star Wars figures that are just pretty much posed for the packaging and have no real life application of standing on their own. So as I mentioned in a prior video, I do have stands coming, and so I'll be able to kind of set these guys up. But I really decided to open them because I wanted to add their coins to the album, and then just having them out of packages, sort of, I guess, a bonus. I do have the Starkiller hero on my wall already, so I was going to open her regardless. And she is the less bad of them, but there is just definitely some, I remember these, I've forgotten them, some of these really strange choices that Hasbro decided to do with certain forms of articulation. I'm having some trouble with the arm right now, but anyways, I think overall she looks really good. Let's flip on the light, make it a bit brighter. And she's got lots of detailing. She comes with a small little blaster that has a holster, which I love. And then she has this little chest piece here. She has a hat sort of thing, and she's blonde like Luke. She has some articulation, no ankles, and then she has this weird cut articulation in her elbows, so they can only go this way. But since they didn't do anything for her wrists, I am only limited on how I can display her holding her lightsaber, which is pretty much straight out or upside down. I mean, she can kind of go like that. That's probably the most pleasing to the eye. And then she has a pretty cool lightsaber. And then there is this secondary piece, this backpack thing, which I can put over her and then strap to her back. And this is very reminiscent of the other figure that we're going to look at, the Luke Skywalker concept. And let's see. Now she has that mouthpiece, which looks pretty cool. So you can totally remove it if you don't want it, but I like it. I think it looks really neat. I love these removable accessories. I've just forgotten all about them as the years have gone. So she stands okay. Definitely has a bit of an awkwardness to her just due to her articulation. Really, it's Really, it's this Luke Skywalker that's awful. So this is his hips straight out. This is like what we're looking at. And it's pretty awful. There we go. That's him standing up. And it looks really bad. I think he displayed great in the packaging, but like, holy cow, they just didn't really think that through. You can straighten out his legs and he can stand a little bit better like that, but I'm just not a huge fan. He does have a small little blaster here, which does go in the holster. Again, I always appreciate this detail. But yeah, I mean, this figure is best the way that he's posed for like running maybe. And I'm pretty sure he was posed like looking behind him. Like, this is a fine pose. If you can have a stand, that's okay. I can deal with that. And then as you saw, his lightsaber blade does come off. It's removable, which is cool. There's a spot on his belt for that lightsaber hilt, which is why the blade comes off. Hasbro always put a lot of care into, if you could display the lightsaber on the belt, then you could take off the blade. It looks a little awkward to me though, but it does go there, so that's pretty neat. I like that it has a spot. And he's got this interesting dark blue shirt with a very similar kind of backpack. This one is more I guess encompassing because it has his face mask, which I think you can peel back. Yeah. And if you peel it back, there's a little bit of black on his chin, but he looks just like Luke Skywalker. So I like that the mask adds a little bit of mystery. I mean, it's like Luke Skywalker with an interesting haircut. That isn't what we saw in the movies. So it's really cool. I like the mystery of it though with his face mask on. So I'm definitely going to leave it that way. And, really cool looking figure, but he also suffers from the weird elbow problem and just, yeah, the joints on this one just aren't great. So I'm definitely going to want to get a stand for him so he can be, displayed just a little bit better. Even this I feel like is awkward. I feel like Han Solo suffered from this, which these might actually be a reuse of his torso or his legs, I mean. So anyways, that's both of them, the Skywalker twins, if you will, in concept form. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, guys, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And we got a lot more retro reviews to check out, so please stay tuned. And we got some modern stuff as well, so lots of fun stuff. It's nice to be back, guys. Thanks for joining me. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.